So let's test that is on YouTube. Yeah, right now test live. We started the live. Good morning, everyone. Hope you are still able to hear.
Yes, sir.
Just seeing that if yeah, right now test live. We started the live. Okay, I can see the cube. So let's. So today we will end up this on the all the post I did here on the including the today's usually what happens is all these process in the quality, especially when of the of content. Typically, I've seen that usually it start few hours because when we upload the video, we do make sure processing it beforehand. Some of you did complain about sharing for the reference. Start now or just sharing all. Okay, and how many of you have seen assignment with Teams? Yes, no. Yes, in the chat window or you. No worries. I'm pasting here also, guys. I think we put it up also. There is a very far getting the link for that. Share the put it in file assignment. You have all the files which are required using different. Also, the instructions are less amount of trans are not given in detail. Without me giving is help you in looking which order you have. There is a file I think item part one of have to in a particular order of up and need to be done in a particular. Same thing I want you to PySpark and third combination would be equivalent for Power Query. One combination only Power Query to see or do you require that you have to try out. Do let me know that onto or you can share it up box and scripts. Okay, so we'll start today's journey as usual. We'll start with the understanding a little bit about event house. Wanted to give a little overview. Now, real-time analytics is world in it, and maybe us let's be knowing that also we now got also need to explore. You will be form on the power and use right back. Also, I'll click on the workspace to start today. This is we are using the English today on Amit where we are going to do. First thing which you are going to do is we will click on the new item. Inside the new item and scroll down. You will see this track data. So you have Activator, then you have event house, the live data or the real-time data, and SQL query set, SQL notebooks, something like. So first of all, let's start create good structured and click on that, and let's call it either Custo 01 or Custo was the previous name if you remember. Azure, same one. So we got our event house create one data. You have a live view plus data always on side. So refresh icon. So we have created data. Right now there is no data. We need to bring in the data now. Event stream to bring in the data, or we can right hand side the event, event out details. Python plugin are not installed as of all these things. Always on is off. Always on means it will not be on. It right now it is running. Now if you go here on the data at this open in query tab query data. Now when we'll do the query data, have some data. That's basically from where we can get data. Get it from file, get it from uh, your storage of Amazon as pipeline flow gen means now pipelines and data have the data. Now let's say I want to, but file if you remember we have is available only on Git. One of the two methods we can. So we you can explore this option. Let's option the option of pipeline. Let's get let's call it real time data. We are trying to get the data. Click on create name. Open a pipeline. When we open a pipeline from a house, warehouse, or a fact it has opening. Now we need a data. So data again GitHub, and I'm going to give you the GitHub link. I would like to use beginner data, which is there in nature, have everything. I can do that. Just give me a second. I'm going to give you the link. Okay. As usual, I'm going to give you the raw link for you in chat window. Again, some of these all of us are using LNG because the little higher capacity. Okay, some of you are complaining that I'm lagging on you or that. Hmm, I've closed few things. Hopefully, the lagging will stop. So let's start. So how we wanted to get it or web, then the URL. Paste the URL which I have given. Uh, I already got it in the past. You need to very first file give a connection name. Have to give a connection. URL is trying to create the URL name. Ideal practice is that you should not use that URL name. Need a connection. Now the first person who's creating the connection, I need to for that as per organize find those people whom you want to give connection that particular connection. That is how you should get your security group created from your admin to assign the connections here in the settings here. The first person should click on next. This is not the best thing. Getting a data file is not have the data for real time data from real time sources like hub, your house, your hub, and as your have IoT hub. From there, the data when a video around IoT edit that to refer that. So format is Excel file format to Excel. You have to do index x0 and then you have to first row in the preview it should be correct thing. While it is taking time, those who are doing along with me. Because I don't remember the file name, I'm really surprised it is not using cell index first row as header preview. My assumption was it will use. So you have to tell which sheet you have to do. Excel so can have multiple sheets. Remember you can try using. Now it is showing is coming as we'll see. Press on next. Now destination. Now that's where we need. Sorry, but so I see somewhere cost, isn't it? Okay, well. Table name, it's don't have the table name. Let's call it sales. We have to see whether it can. Okay, let's see. Not allowing us to create. Okay, it is expecting us to create the table first. Back, I'll take this. And I'll open the real-time data again. What I'm going to do, back house file. Take house file. Take 01 of workspace 01. But I'm going to browse the folder. I click on OK. File name, copy behavior is next. We can give it text, delimited text. Destination format we can. I'm going to put it in comma separated dash and I'm going to uncheck this on OK. This is my pipeline. Source, destination, mapping. Mapping is not needed when we, but let's just copy this. Save this and run it. To take around a minute to load this file. Okay, it got loaded in 40 seconds. We can go back to our real time. We can go to our Custo database back. I went to the workspace, inside the workspace, my Custo. I'm back here. Now I'm going to again go to the records, get data. Time I'll say one lake. Right? If I, now why I'm using one lake because I have, and now here new table from which workspace 01, click house name 01, that file to us, not a selected one. Okay, so now what we have to do is go back here. There are some real time files. Let's rename as .pe. Try to click there. I renamed it as CSV, so let's try to get it. Okay, so if the extension is not there, it is not able to identify problem. So I renamed it here on my So be careful when. Now we know the first row is header. It's automatically advanced setting, and then we can. Ideally, we would have want. So it's going to create a table, create mappings. I'm not at. Let me close this. Data is queuing. When we come here, we should loading this data. Okay, some of these data type. Now you can see the data ingestion. Already loaded all the things. Now I would like. We have loaded the data. Queries here. Did a quest to query set. Already one of them is already some examples. Moment where it was asking us query set, we can use that. Other than that, you have options like notebook, notebook, a real-time dashboard, data policies, and one lake on and off. Query with go to the quiz, try to learn. Those of you who have not reached, we were not directly. There an error required error require us to file format when yes, not able to identify the file the lakehouse as .cs that allowed identify that this file is C at the. So those who are trying, just try it out. Now Custo query language is a little different. First thing it's asking us, you want to read this the table name. Next line is pipe time and take 100. Select star from table name, limit 100. We are trying to we are trying to select star from the table name, limit 100 is something like this. So it gives us sample 100 rows. Is query language. Little different from what you have learned in the past. You remember now those who are in YouTube. Now definitely when you have a table, you also would like to count it. How do I count it? Some sample has been given. Now let's go and learn. So is pipe sign in the next line count. I'm going to bring more code for you. Has it detected order date correctly? Order date. The date, because if it's a date, it should work like this. Is table. How do I filter the date? Date time greater than I'm giving time. Try this out. Okay, nothing is there. Let's try 14. We have do data. I do have data from some duration. That data. So let's try this out. How to put a where clause? If you have taken a little different table, just Now we'll see how to apply multiple. I have already. Now the next one, how to apply more than one filter is region. Do we have region? We have region R capital. We have category. Yeah, but I think C capital there. And do we have a sales column? I doubt we have. Don't have a sales column, so we are going to remove greater than one. So I'm applying multiple filters now. Now I am trying to run on data which is event house. What you do after running the region category double equal to watch and quantity, you will either use or aggregate, isn't it? Learn how to count it, how to extract some filters. The next thing, how do we aggregate? Summarize. Let's say quantity, star price. Just trying. See, not allowed. Price. We don't have a column. Unit price. And then sum of quantity as quantity by category. Summarize the new column name. Calculate comma another calculate by what you want. Summarize by. Okay? But little different syntax. Group by we all the columns. Try this out. Now you are going to try out. Try some more combination. Different data. Now we have learned how to get the aggregate data. Now I want to do trending analysis. I want to order by it. I want to summarize sum of the quantity multiply by price, win by order date, one day. Now by category win. Are winning are when you drop have the columns like date, have look on the fly we are creating, and I'm saying order data 1000 days. I'll not get any data if I don't not coming. Let's say 3610, and this data is also restricted, not the company. I have one more file as little but on Dropbox. I use that file Dropbox. trending analysis, trend you have. Look at which one of the things well is the data is coming as in the Kafka or Event Hub or Kafka Hub or real fast meant for the purpose. Whenever the data is continuously coming from IoT, let me give you this. Have I given? Have I given this? Let's say sometime you have a little complex calculate as a column first and then so gross margin. What is our gross margin calculated by price minus quantity. So and then sum of discount. We have discount percentage. We have a discount. The reason the things are different is I am not using. You have to do one. Now I am doing sum of gross margin and is again B. Extend. Extend means I'm going to create a new column. Calculation. Line level calculation. Quantity multiplied by unit price minus quantity count should have gross margin. In gross margin, we don't consider like the discount from the gross margin at the net margin, not net margin. They're pretty same. In the gross margin, they're the small things. There are some of the things. How particular business function works. That is where it is really important. So extend, go to create a column, and then we can buy. With the buy, you can use time where basically it's what in Power BI. So we got now brand wise data. First, so now you've seen we have PySpark. We have some of them are entire world in them. Start working. Might be creating real time dashboard. Have look equal to L2 query command palette. Save to dashboard. You have a dashboard. Need Power BI report, at alert. So we can have a Power BI report created using database. We have a real time dashboard. Power BI has its own, but real time dashboard. So we are not going to get the data. Create a real time dashboard. I so for Power BI, let's say more create a Power BI report. A Power BI. Let's see what should give me some interface where I can so query result brand and for this. Ideally, I would what I would have done is star result. Then I could have come and but The button is in name and workspace. This is Amit01. This real time. Now I am not getting real time, so it would be static. But what happen? Actually, go ahead and fetch your report. You can create Power BI reports, run a query, then do it. I have run a very simple. I am doing it. Data. Opportunity multiple ways. Let it save. We'll also try that out also. You can open the file and edit back here. Just try to query save. You got the entire data now for save. I got the entire data 170. Now let's go more create a Power BI. What I done? I only write this time. I got everything. So let's brand. See, and now I can see file, save, workspace, detail, real time. Now what you will do is next is try if you can extend, add certain columns, calculation. Can you further put dashboard or Power BI report? We can create Power BI reports. Try out create. Type. We have covered the entire Microsoft Fabric. They are able to. Now we would like to do more. Can we do top end? Can I only select how long I will, and I want to get top 10 items. So do I have item name, item ID category? Let's do it for, let's say, brand category. So summarize total sales by brand comma category, top 5 total, top 5 total. So this is my combination of brand and category. So now you can do top end analysis also here. What I've done till now is basically, so the time I took all the columns by and show happens if can't I do it without. Let's try out this project. What do we want here? Order ID, brand, category, quantity. So what I'm saying project and I'm giving out. Yes, I can only get data and I can use project. But for that is like select the columns. Till now we were doing select project, select. It's not going to create a new column in the table having. Only at the query time. So in this manner, you can try different queries on your case and can and then again want you can pilot. Now there are more queries which you can try out. Find out your commands or instructions. Find out equivalent. Now we have learned these. Then we create a real-time dashboard. How different? Let's click on this real-time dashboard. We can also create it from the workspace. Create it from here based on a table. Demo real time. Click on that. Automatically added a table for 10 rows. Let's look at what query it is running. Case take 10, take 100. Run it. Now it's going to show 100 rows. I changes back here. So now edit, explore data, title if you want to add name, copy, all these options. You want to add the parameters, just select multiple. You want to add new data source, house cake, or explore your monitor. You want to add a new tile in one of our queries. Run it, apply changes. We got one more tile. We can have multiple tile like this tile. I can go ahead and edit, and then I can go to here and in the title etc. If you edit this wrong thing I'm doing. Title options, rename title is. So in that manner, I can do multiple tiles. Now, that time range is last 1 hour working. We have not used this parameter. So parameter, then save it, save this dashboard. Whatever changes we have done, refresh. We can get the new. Now in our case, we are not going to. Now this time range here, we are not using last 1 hour by default applied, not using. That is why not working, not giving manage. Now in the manage, you have data sources, parameter, file, and all. Go in the auto refresh, enable it continuously 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes. Then default refresh, minimum time in default refresh, minimum time. One of the two you can choose. Either you can choose allow refresh seconds or continuous refresh. Continuous refresh, and then you can save it. Right now I'm not saving, I'm not getting, but real time if you want to refresh, now available on real time. That is where you have this. Now this time range also you get the parameter where share it with 1 hour parameter or these stick this data into your queries. Parameters, apply those parameters, time, and once you apply that on the, when you have real time data, you have millions of to show last 1 hour. This is real time dashboard for you. Real time dashboard can have tiles, different tiles just like add in power them around. Smaller, create the space, then auto fitting. So all these things we can do. We try to create one real time dashboard. Can I do textile if I test, and from you can manage it. Yeah, I think you have an option table and different charts. So let's add one more query, discard changes. Let's add one more new tile. Here let's bring smaller data. So let's bring this gross margin data. Got this gross margin. Uh, Apply the changes. Got a new tile. Edit of this tile. You can give title, bar chart, column chart, area, time chart, anomaly chart, funnel chart, map, markdown. One does it not looking column chart. Okay. We have so many brands here, isn't it? This looks much better, isn't it? Let's apply those changes. Come back. Got a category wise chart. So in this manner, you can have kind of visuals also. Definitely, if there is a trend, I don't would like to show in table also. I can sort on the show me always the latest on the top. Why would I see 100? And see what it is showing. Preview as of 5 minutes. Preview as of 1 minute ago. So, you know how, when did you all these things. So try out, some of you are trying this. There are any questions? Let's take up some questions right now and unmute and ask. And I came back to workspace in another tab. Here, and go back to that dash. Don't see that chart, it means I saved it in another tab. Dash. Then one more tile. We have this. So do remember to save. The other thing which you can explore, bringing in the thing to end stream. Let's call it test. Click on create. As we don't have a data right now available, we have bicycles data, yellow taxi, stock market of these. First name is bicycle, sample data, or you can use yellow taxi, very high data. Then we'll add it. Fine. So we'll start getting this. Get this data automatically stream. So source, then the stream, the destination, aggregate, and join, merge, and then further we can, now we are getting this data, give it on a house, or so we can do a destination, let's say house workspace one. So when we are adding the destination house, one key data 01 before event processing or direct ingestion. Not working, this cannot be changed. So we can get data preview. Now we are saving it in. It's not taken any table name, so I'm really doubtful. So I think setup is not yet complete. Database. Now we'll add a destination. Let's try again. Direct ingestion. Table name. Give a new table name. So we need to have a table before we want. Now here should also be able to create a data activator. So one and JSON format, create new and save it. So you can also create no thing right now. So so I published it now. It house there is an active activator is for real time alerting. House is for event house is a real time. Right now it's trying to stream the data. We are get the data. You can see more actions on Twitter or I'll share a couple of videos on how to do activator first change starting getting data now. I don't think we'll get anything right now unless we now see started airing out configure. Here we will see cycle. Now connection see test stream name next. Why it was not happening data. So unless we had, how would it decide what data type or what thing? That is why initially I ask you it ask you the table name as this is. So let it get the data. Okay. Now we got the data. Now this is configured. It is active. Now if I go here, you should that. Let's run a query here. 100 record. So right now we did not get any record here. Still in the streaming. This is going to create a live example. So we're getting here. Activator is still loading. Activator again. Create if it is something that you can go to a little process as fast as you. Now we got side rent logs. All these things are there. Now here in Activator you can edit it, but or you can go ahead and add on the Activator. You can check out the properties or not. What fresh is your live view. Okay, open for Q&A again. Now the live data should be start going start coming and it will keep. And here is that what you parameters. But look here we don't have a timestamp. Don't have a timestamp. Here we might not be able to use timestamp. We have a timestamp. One for Q&A. Then if you want to set up the alert again, this, and then you can go to the new item, Activator, get data, the test stream we have. We are going to capture the text stream, and once only get that data, then only we done almost similar stuff. Now we opened our activator. Now in this activator, you can create on each event, send message, or on each event when equal to or something. I can say send me message in the team, create and start my live feed. Already started every message. Now message, edit, already saved. Now authentication we have. Now once we able to get the data, ideally happens like below some value or higher than activated to work on Power BI. That manner you should. What happen? Okay, fail to load the visualization. Along with this, okay. See, it got the data. Now let me. I'm still not got it. Not ask me. Send me now to send it. Send me a test text. Testing it out. Send me something is configured properly. Send a test action from the available data point, and I can show you now. I got a message. My advice would be actually consume the entire capacity. I've shown you that it does send out the message of this. Stop all the events. Let's stop those. Don't keep running because entire capacity. I've stopped that. And similarly, event house and everything, after you have learned, you can stop the all the event and all the Twitter alerts, send the message, you stop those. We have looked at how we can database with how to How can we bring in the data using sample data? Also, we got message from that. Now you can go ahead and try these things out and do let me know how will up today's session here, and we are open for Q&A now. Can we are checking the chat on the. So anybody have any? I'll add this. Those who have not attended more here, those who attended more than 40%, get the list out from the attendance. Please unmute and ask your question.
Sir, can we expect this boot camp still running, or it is completed today?
This one is completed today. The only thing that's where I am giving recording. So
Understood, sir.
okay, and let me the link. Yes, today is final day. Yeah, detailed video. I'll will have more. Those who have watched in the past, I think. So you can continue to practice. Logins would be available for this. How do I stop the? I have to actually go to the activator. Click on the which the alert route. The alert custom actions. Custom action create when you do, then you can start this. Start, you can stop this. By default, what would happen? We have created and stop it from. Open it again from the home tab. Correct. Alert. Our alert. Alert. Here. Disabled for me right now. Don't want to start it again. And also don't do it on every message. By mistake, other data is pretty. Then there is a start button. Any other question? Or any other classes we can wrap it up. Check YouTube and then stop the thing on YouTube.